Okay, I'm recording this. Okay, I'm recording this, and after the lesson I'll upload it to YouTube so that you can always watch it. I'm sorry about the 7 o'clock thing. I have to see what the hell's going on with that site. So I have to call the tech. He's in California, and we'll get that going on. Hopefully. Oh, come on. Anyway, we're going to talk about the new breed. How's that sound, William? You seem to be infatuated by that book. Can you tell me why? You seem infatuated. What's the... You have a passion for that book. Hey, you know, nothing's going right. Hey. William, tell me why you want to hit the new breed all of a sudden. All right, so Chris Coleman's a really good drummer. He really is. And a lot of people talk highly about the book. But now you have to realize, you know what a cable hi-hat is? And you have double bass drums, 2 pedals, and a cable hi-hat. It's, you know, it's not that you need it right now, because we'll do what we have, we'll work with it. It's a highly sophisticated book. The patterns in there are not difficult. It's playing the patterns and humming the melody line. What's an X-hat? Hey Dave, I missed your phone call today. Hold on a minute, okay? Anyway, we can work right now with what we have. You know, the ride cymbal, the snare drum, the hi-hat, and the bass drum. Hey Paul, sorry I'm late. I tried the site, just can't seem to connect. But anyway, what we're doing, you know, at the most maybe you could do a ride cymbal over here. I mean, I have them, but for broadcasting reasons, so you could see me, I don't have it here. If I had it, you wouldn't be able to see me. So I'm just trying to... How you doing, Bill? You did the book. Good for you. I mean, you could play 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, Bill, maybe you could explain to us, is it necessary to have a cable hi-hat with that? Bill? Because, you know, if you're trying to do the 16th notes, you would do the 16th notes on the cable hi-hat, like, but that was my 16th. 1 E and a 2. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Is that it? I know guys who studied with Gary, and they didn't finish the book. It's a highly recommended book without... You don't need a cable hi-hat. So you're going to play this. Let's take one of his systems. He's doing a system where he's playing 16th notes with his right hand. Now he's telling you he wants the hi-hat on the end. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a. Is that what he's telling you to do, Bill? Like we could do what we have here, but the left-hand lead, what I'm doing with that, Bill, and everybody, is his prerequisites from the Gary Shafee book. He calls them fatback, but it's not fatback. What it is, it's a heavy backbeat, like we're playing 1, 2, 3, 4. Simple rock beat. the money beat, or we play that. That's basically what we're doing. Also, I take the stick control book and utilize it with the Gary Shady book, and I guess it's sort of his system. For example, I'll take the stick control book and take the first line, right, left, right, left. So I'll say, okay, let me play my right hand on the ride cymbal and my left hand on the hi-hat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and do 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the bass drum is absent right there, and that's the difficult part. If I said, what is the, Bill, why don't you get involved here? Help us out. Okay? You know, the one system that he's doing, like I said, I mean, he's saying hi-hat with the right hand and the left foot. You got 1 E and 2 E. Of course, what can you play? So you can do 16ths on the hat. You go 1 E and 2. But he's doing 16ths, 1 E and 2 E and on the hi-hat. That's what he's doing. That's his first one. I mean, there's so many possibilities. That's why I like that stick control. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2. So I'm referencing off the first line. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then all the lefts are with my left foot. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's what I said. He has 2 hi-hats. He has the cable hi-hat plus his regular hi-hat. Hey, boonga. He has the cable hi-hat, his regular hi-hat. He has 1 bass drum. Does he have a double pedal? He has 3 hi-hats. What am I going to do with 3 hi-hats? I can't even play one. We're going to talk about this, Bill. You have Skype or Zoom? He has 3 hi-hats. Do you have Skype or Zoom? How about my glasses over here? Well, anyway, we're going to work with 1 ride cymbal, 1 hi-hat for now, okay? You don't need to what? I'd like to talk to you about it. If you don't mind. Okay? What I'm doing is you know, it's, for example, I start all slow. You can't, see, a lot of guys say, yeah, I want to work with the new breed. They buy the new breed, they open it up, and they say, here I am, and they go, oh shit. It's difficult. It's a difficult book. What he's doing there is he is developing all 4 limbs separately. So, you know, you just can't go into that. You got to come back a little bit and start someplace other than that. Now, the only, it's not a new concept. What he's doing when he's playing his patterns or his what do you call them? His systems, instead of counting, he has 3 and I don't need 2. Okay, I only need 1. That's good. Anyway, the only difference with going to him, you know, going to his method, which is that's the musical method. When I play, I don't count. I hum the tune. But he opens up a lot of different doors. The first system. The first system is easy. Right hand lead, left hand lead. That's the stick control book. That's number 1. Number 2, the left hand lead. What I'm talking about is if I'm playing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going boom, pop, pop, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's hard. That's difficult. What I'm doing right now is I'm counting that, but eventually you'll hum it. That's the melody. You know, if I'm playing, all right, if I play, hum a tune, Norwegian one. Now I'm not counting there. I'm humming the tune. You don't need 2, you need 3, or you need 4. I see it as you need 2. I have a cable hi-hat, I haven't set it up. I did, it just was getting in the way, because I play it. And I do the alternating stuff with the left hand, the open hand. Like, yeah, Jesus. Like, for example, the Shafee patterns. 1, right hand, and left hand. 1, 3, right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to strengthen my right hand and my left hand equally. Well, the whole book is nuts. I don't know, did you study with Gary, Bill? If you did, man, and you went through that whole book, bless you, man. Maybe you should be doing lessons. Anyway, after Sunday, I will have my cable hi-hat set up and 2 rides. All right, Monday we should be able to start some of the stuff. But let's take it simple, okay? Well, a couple friends of mine did. John Berger, Danny Gottlieb, Carl Latham. They all studied with him. They're all good players, as a matter of fact. But man, they said that is crazy, insane. They can't play the whole book. They can't play it. I don't know if Gary was able to play the whole book. That's difficult. Anyway, the prerequisite to get into that and to strengthen it is like, you know, you're right-handed, like I get like a lot of students come to me, they're right-handed, but they say, my left lead sucks. Well, when something is bad, what you do is fix it. It's simple. So what do you do to fix it? As a teacher, you're more like a doctor, sort of, I guess. A student comes to you, you look at him, he tells you what's hurting him or what his problem is, and you give him a prescription in drum music. Okay? So if he's leading with his right hand, no problem. If he does it with his left hand, he goes, that's weird. Well, no, it's not weird. It's something that your left hand needs to catch up to your right. 1, 2, 3, or 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and 1 E and a 2. Or even a simple pattern like this. 1 E and a 2 E and a. That's the simple pattern. I run down the stick control book. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E. 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a. You see what I'm doing there? That's more or less going towards his systems. But I'm locked in and I'm counting as opposed to going, It's counting. When you say you can't hardly hear me, what is that, my voice? Are you talking about? Or are you talking about the drums? You said you could hardly hear me. Is that talking about, let me see, let me just try something, hold on. The voice is better now. How about the drums? Could you hear the drums? Can you hear the drums? Bill? I hope William is here. William, you here? You can hear the drums, and you can hear me now better. Alright, well, what I'm doing, you know, I'm stepping into the new breed. I've worked on a few things with his systems, but you know, what they are it's a personal thing with me, is how do I want to develop my coordination? My right hand lead, my left hand lead. I studied with Joe Morello, and he was a hand technician. And he to me was the greatest in the world. Showing how to develop the left hand, how to strengthen that left hand, and the lead. Some exercises. But now you're playing the drum set. You go on a gig, and it's like, you know, you're a jazz drummer. You have a bass drum, you have 2 toms, a snare, a ride cymbal, and a crash, and a hi-hat. That's all you need. Now, to play some of the Gary Chester stuff, you know, you're not going to put a kit together like that and go on a gig. With that kit, with, you know, the kit that he pictures, that's a nice looking kit, but man, I don't want no additional tom here. I don't want a cable hat here and another ride here. I want some crashes. That's how I play. Yes, I will do his exercises, without a doubt. It does open up a tremendous amount of doors, especially what he does. Well, one thing that I like that he does a lot is that he takes the weaker side, okay, and he develops it to come up with, you know, your right hand and left hand is equalized. That's what George Lawrence Stone does. But a lot of people don't understand that. And it's not just hand exercises that George Lawrence Stone does. It's the concept of the right and the left. The extension of the right, the extension of the left. The combination of the right and doubles, singles and doubles, and all different combinations of that. It's to equalize the sound, the strength. And I'll sit here for hours and just what's that? Yeah, well, all right, 4 limbs. That's a good statement there. And you're opening up, it's good. It's giving me a chance to present this. Yeah, well, you know, you're laying down a pattern, one of his systems. And then you have a melody line. So you say, okay, let me play the melody line with the bass drum. Then you reverse it and say, let me play the melody line with the snare drum while you're doing something. Or the ride cymbal, or the hi-hat. That's all 4-way coordination development. I understand that. If I'm playing, if I'm doing this, for example, this is a commonplace. 1, E, and 2, E, and hat. 3, E, and 4, E, and 1, E, and Is that what you're talking about? It's not easy, man. You know, you can't start there. When you say you went through it, your teacher of yours, I don't know who that teacher might be, but he went through that. That's great. I don't think anybody can go through that book and be totally insane. I mean, totally normal. That's apropos for the subject we're doing tonight. equalizing. Well, first off, Danny, is that Danny? I can't. You went through the whole book? I don't know. If you did, many have. Yeah, they went through the whole book, and they're not normal. Now they play their asses off. Let me address this question here, because it's pertaining to the subject matter that we're doing. Is that Danny? How you doing, Danny? You have an issue with your left hand. Well, 99.9% of the drummers who are right-handed have issues with the left hand. First, do you hold the sticks like this, or you hold them traditional? Answer that question. Of course it took years. I don't have that many years left. Can you answer me, Danny? Danny, answer me, and let me address that, because Bill and I are having kind of a discussion with everybody listening. Danny. All right. We all need a lot of practice, Danny, so don't feel left out. What can I do to strengthen my left hand? Well, first of all, how long have you been playing? And you didn't answer my question. Do you hold the sticks traditional like this, or you hold them like matched? It doesn't, you hold them matched, or you practice. All right, well, the best place in the world to go is the stick control book. And first, understand the stick control book for what he presents it as, and then you go to the level system, which a couple of my students have the book. Great book. Let me give you an exercise to help you out with your left hand. Do you have the stick control book? You should. All right, well, you hold it, that's okay, no matter how you hold the sticks, Danny. You have this book, the stick control book, and you want to work the left hand. Can you play this pattern? I'm going to hold my sticks the way I usually do. Just play eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Can you do that? So you're playing, we're going to go to the stick control book. You know how to read? You suppose yes. Okay. So now, let's practice with a metronome. I'm going to put the metronome, I'm going to do it slow. I'm going to put it on 100. Can you hear the metronome going? When I'm playing, you can hear the metronome. That's a good thing because I'm in the pocket. So I'm going to play eighth notes. 1, 2. So here I am constantly thinking I'm going to play softer. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So you're working that. Open up the stick control book and say, okay, let me take line 1. Page 5, line 1. It's either you know how to read, it's not supposed, you suppose yes. That doesn't mean yet anything. It's either you know how to read or you don't know how to read. Alright, let's take the first line of stick control book, page 5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Simple. So let's eliminate the lefts on that first line, and what you're going to get is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So what you're going to do is challenge your left hand. By challenging it, it makes it stronger. So I'm taking my left hand now and playing eighth notes. 1, 2, It's not, that's a workout. Working that left hand. For example, if you're doing single strokes. Nice and easy. You're playing 16ths. Then you want to do it with your left hand. I'm leading with the left hand. Now I make a transition. Yeah, well, you can do 16ths with the left too. When you go to Morello's Master Studies 1 rather, he has a stone killer in there. The stone killer comes in eighth notes, eighth note triplets, and 16ths. I can play 16ths, like, say, with the left hand. And interpret page 5 down as 16ths, so I'm playing all the rights on the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 end. And on the second line, I'm playing on the E's and the does. Now, watch. Line 1. I'll sit there for 5 minutes and do that. That's not a problem. I'm challenging. That's one way. Another way to challenge that and make it stronger is drop an action. I'm 1 and 3. If you're going 1, I'm 1, on 1, 2, 3, 4, doing 16ths. And then playing all the Stick's mad at me tonight. And playing all the rights down on the floor tom-tom. There's so much to do, you just don't know where to start. And I thought like teaching online would be simple, it would be fair, and I'm trying to be as honest as possible. But here's the problem, okay? I get guys signing up for drum lessons. One guy's been playing 6 months, and one guy's been playing 5 years, another guy's been playing 25 years. So how do we do a group lesson like that? How do I keep everybody's attention? It's good for the guys who've been playing for a long period of time to revisit occasionally what they were doing when they were younger, or helping out the younger guys. Okay? What the other day I just downloaded Zoom. I've been working on Skype, but Zoom seems to be working really good. When I work on Zoom, after the first of the year, I am going to have, I'm going to contain, say 10 or 15 drummers to a master class. Perhaps at the same level, so we can grow from that point. One might be a beginner, one might be intermediate, one might be, beginner, advanced. I think that would work better, and I'm still doing this. I love doing this, but it's not easy. Because you take yourself, Bill, you say you went through the the new breed. Did you ever go through Shafee's patterns? The concept is the same. I mean, the patterns are just about the same, but the concept's a little different. Bill, Danny, did that help you? Tell you what, Danny, email me. Paul, you still here? Danny, are you there? William, Paul, whoever else is here. Okay, I'll be... You're in the work? Oh, you're at work. Okay. Well, here, take my email address. William's here. Take my email me, we'll talk a little bit. How's that? I'll send you some PDFs. Yeah, it's hard to do that without glasses for me. Okay, Paul. Thank you, Paul. All right, what I'm gonna do. Hey, Paul, it's 5 minutes to 8. I'm gonna schedule a lesson for 8:10 on my site and see if it hooks up. William, let's see. I'm not gonna do a lesson. I just want to see if you guys get there. So, Paul, William, come to my site in about 15 minutes. Okay, guys? I'm gonna close this up right now. I'm filming this, so it will be on YouTube. All right?